Strength on my ancestors.
Yeah.
Someone I love you.
That's right, the great sounds of Katalyst. That one is called Forever Guide. Right now, we're taking it to poetry moment, okay? This is where I allow a poet or I play some poetry, but today is a live poet, okay? He goes by the name of Poet RS. Make sure you go and check him out. So, Poet RS, how you doing?
I'm good. How's everyone doing?
Yeah, they're all good, man, I'm sure. I hope everyone is good anyway.
For real, hopefully. God blessings, God willings, you know what I mean?
Definitely. So, of course, for those who are locked in, who is Poet RS? Tell us a little something about you.
So, Poet RS is a truth sayer. I am a truth sayer. I'm a spoken word poet. And I'm also a workshop facilitator as well.
Yeah, I like
and
that.
ultimately the goal is to spread my poetry to people, help them heal, help them understand, inspire them to go out and really go and get theirs, understand their worth and their value so they can rise up and become higher than any statistic and any number.
For real, definitely. And so, how did you get into poetry? How did it kind of all start for you?
It started off through healing. I was actually trying to heal myself from some traumatic events that happened in my life.
Okay.
And I was mainly just writing for healing. I wasn't actually writing poetry. And then one day I kind of the words kind of manifested into a poem. And I never looked back since.
Yeah, for real. I feel that one, definitely. I feel that one. So, when we're talking about poetry, I know you're doing some workshops. Tell the listeners something about these workshops and kind of how they can get involved.
Yeah, so it's called Open Minds, and you don't have to be a poet to actually be part of the workshop. We've got a few musicians in there. We've got some people that they just work any job and they just want to come in. And what it is it's writing for healing, and it's also understanding mental health and understanding how you can write. So it's called Open Minds. It's a 5-week workshop. So it's obviously 1 day a week.
Yeah.
Which is every Friday at 7 p.m. GMT time. And the first workshop is about writing skills. The second one is about performance. Your third one is about penmanship. So, what do you want to write? Why do you want to write? Your fourth one is spoken word versus obviously like books, page poetry. And then the last one is about mental health whilst you're writing. And there's actually going to be a poet and a therapist who's going to be there as well to give their insight and their knowledge. So it's going to be good.
Yeah, that sounds dope, for real. So, when we're speaking of poetry, I met you through Poetic Unity, obviously virtually.
Yeah.
And, big up Poetic Unity because they're doing some mad things, definitely. But what inspires you to write? Because you're a very artistic person, I think, anyway.
Oh, thank you. Are you making me blush on radio? What's wrong with you? What makes me want to write? I want to inspire people to tell their truths, and I want to inspire people to have that mental freedom to say, do you know what? Like, I am gonna. It's okay to not be okay. I am gonna talk about myself. I'm gonna talk about what's wrong in the world, and that's what inspires me. Everything around me inspires me. Do you know what I'm saying? Because we live in this world, so why not let this world inspire you to become the best version of yourself?
Definitely, I feel that. And on that note, would you be up for performing one of your poetry pieces for us?
100%, B. 100%.
Okay, when you're ready, man. And obviously, let us know how we can go and check out your pieces as well.
Yeah, definitely. So, this piece that I'm going to do is called Roads Work, and it actually came about from a question and a prompt.
Okay.
Where obviously the youth are very much a big part of our lives. Like when we get older, and we're there with like 2-3 walking stick, the youth is the one that's going to be looking after us. So we need to look after them now. So this piece is called Roads Work.
Okay.
Why, when the concept of the youth is brought up, we immediately see it with disdain? A youthful mind isn't a useless ransom. Instead of disdain, why don't you stain a mark that can be left as a blueprint for them to construct their own path? So when the youth move forward, we can see that the footprints they set were as a direct result of our foundation. Lead them on the road to safety, where road signs can lead you to signs of progression. Who told you the roadside image is full of gangsters? When being on the road means you have to keep moving. If you're stagnant, then you're at a standstill. Don't stand still. Every move you make on the road is another step to destiny's destination. Because sometimes you have to go backwards in order to move forwards, but take note you're always moving forward and travel safe. However, make sure you take risks on your journey. Don't call that a juxtaposition. Safety and risk intermingle. Safety means you understand your value no matter how many times you're struck down. Risk means you invest in yourself with no regrets regardless of the outcome. So when they try to pot holes, when you plot goals, just know that your truth is yours. How can you be the passenger in the driver's seat? Put the D in drive. Understand that P means positivity, not parked N. Neutral minds are just brainwaves in R reverse. So when I motor waves on high waves, I'll refuse to shift my manual from automatic. Don't be afraid of the emergency brake. You'll get there. I'm not cliche when I say time is a healer. Sometimes you just have to enjoy the journey. Put the safety in your bag and risk on your feet. Don't feel you don't have time when clocks spin to your body clock. Create a service for yourself and mechanic the mechanicals of your brain and mechanical function to keep your motor in drive. Your road works without roadworks. What does success look like to you? Listeners, I'm going to leave that one to you. I only say that because you need to question everything. Question yourself. It's only through questions we find answers, and with answers we find chosen paths. It's a cycle, not a circle. Take the training wheels, turn the wheel, the need for speed, ignite ignition, and create your journey at your own pace. Don't look for the followers that like the likes, then only like you if you're in the likes. Because once you're disliked, they will diss your likes and strip your stripes until there's no more marks on the roadside. Your success is in nature, not in structure. So structure a form that is built around the nature of yourself and project your star onto the billboards of this world so we can see your star sign. Your journey is yours, and no one will take that away from you. No matter if they try to cause collisions, collide the scope, the patterns of your reflection are always changing. It's evolution. And with every step I hope you evolve. Become higher on the highway and ride each wave that exposes you to think ahead. Forever ahead is your head. Attack it. Attack every possible direction. With determination, inspiration, acceptance, diligence, resilience. There is no such thing as a one-way street, therefore your decisions will not lead you to dead ends. Cut away that narrative. It don't need to exist. And if they ever tell you to stay in your lane, tell them which one. Thank you very much. That's me.
Hey.
She gave me the horn.
Yeah, man. Well, you know what? When we're doing our thing, people, we normally do clicks. But of course, because we're on air, we can't really click. You get what I mean?
100%.
Yeah, man, that was fire. People are loving that one, for real. How can people, before you go, before you say goodbye to the listeners, how can people get in touch with you or link you?
Yeah, so if you want to get hold of me for the workshops, then you can go onto Instagram at poet_RS, so POET_ the letter R, the letter S. Also, a lot of my poetry is on there as well, as motivational videos. I've just started a YouTube channel, so I've actually got one video of one of my poems on there, and that is, so you can subscribe to me, Poet RS. That's on YouTube. And yeah, that's where I'm mainly at. So, you know what I mean? Get at me. Hit me up if you need a little bit of motivation or you like the poetry. And yeah, man.
Yeah, definitely.
Come to the workshops. Come to the open mind workshops.
Definitely. Respect every time. And of course, any final thoughts you want to say to them before you go?
Yeah, I want to actually hang on to the last thing I said in that poem. If they ever tell you to stay in your lane, tell them which one. Yeah. Don't ever let anybody tell you to stay in your lane. All right, because that's detrimental to your mental. That means that they rather keep you in one spot and they don't want to see you rise. Yeah, control all the lanes, use all the lanes, expand yourself. Dora the Explorer the whole of the motorway if you have to.
For real.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, definitely.
Keep rising and keep striving.
Respect. Well, I know you as Poet RS, but I also know your real name. So big respect to you. I don't know if you want people to know your real name.
Yeah, tell them. It don't matter.
Respect to Rowan, man. Every time. Respect to you every time. And it's a blessing, you came on for Poetry Moment. Big respect. And, many more to come for real.
100%. I'm so glad. I'm so thankful to come on here. Do you know what I'm saying?
Anytime.
She say I was kind of boogieing in the back when I heard the music. And, I was like, "Ooh, that's a tune."
I'll have to send you it. Respect, man.
Yeah, for real. Listen, thank you for having me, guys. Keep it locked in as well. Do you know what I'm saying? Keep it locked in. Keep listening. Keep loving life, and keep moving forward. Do you know what I'm saying?
Respect. We'll speak soon, yeah?
Yeah, definitely. All right, take care. Yeah.
Take care. Bless. Yes, people, go and check him out. Definitely energy to the fullest. Definitely full of love, full of vibes. Poet RS, go and check it out.